and welcome back. Today I am so excited because we are going to go pick up Dante and Peach's raw meat over at a butcher. This is a new butcher that we're trying out, so I'm really excited. I'm gonna take you guys along with us. We're also gonna run some errands, obviously, with Peachy Girl because she comes with me literally everywhere. I'll show you guys once we get all the meat. Alright guys, so this is what the butcher shop looked like. It was very straightforward. As soon as I got there, I asked for my order, and Peachy and I just waited outside by this cute little garden. Here we had just arrived at the mall. Peach was very confident the entire time. I was actually very surprised because I thought that she would be a little bit put off by the texture of the stairs here, but she was just going up like, you know, she's been there all the time. And you could see that I'm telling her to slow down a little bit because she just wanted to run up. The mall wasn't too busy that day, which was really nice for us to do some exposure training with Peach without it being too stressful for her. And what I mean by that is that sometimes when we take our dogs out to run errands with us or do things that seem very commonplace to us, it can be very stressful for them. And I've learned this especially with Dante because he's more sensitive to different environments and people, locations, all of that. Understanding your dog's body language can be very challenging, but something that I highly recommend to all dog owners are the Fenrir courses. I think they're a great way to equip owners on all of the things that they should be looking out for with their dogs. If you're interested in checking out any of those courses, they'll be linked in the description below. So we're actually back home. I wish I had recorded more of what happened at the butcher shop, but I was helping the butcher get all of our stuff in the car. He was helping me, so my hands were pretty full. And then, because it was my first time getting there, I actually drove into the wrong house or the wrong place, and I drove into somebody else's house. So there is that. But then that person was so nice, and look, they gave us corn, and they gave us some peppers and tomatoes. Isn't that so nice? Like, that was so nice. That person really did not have to do that. I mean, after a complete stranger drives into their house, like, totally uninvited, he just gave us, like, so many, like, yummy, delicious vegetables, and I don't know, that made me really happy. So, yeah, so we're gonna go inside. I'll show you what the meat looks like, and yeah. Alright guys, so this is our muscle meat only. This is the beef lung. Can't really make it out, but it's just, yeah, 50 pounds of beef lung. And then under this is the spleen and the liver, which I'll show you guys later once we start grinding everything. But yeah, this is it. It was really funny to keep it in the fridge because we ordered a grinder for everything, since we're gonna try to test out storing the food by grinding it first instead of just cutting it into chunks. So we had to keep this in our fridge for a couple of days, and it looked hilarious in there because it looked like something out of like a horror movie or something like that. But yeah, so this is all the meat that's waiting to be processed. Yeah, so what you're looking at here is 50 pounds of meat for both dogs for 2 weeks. So the first thing that we needed to do was chop these into smaller pieces that would be able to go through the grinder. We used a cleaver for this because a regular kitchen knife was just not heavy duty enough to deal with this type of meat. It is very bouncy, and it just has a very different texture than what normal, I guess, muscle meat that we're used to eating does have. So definitely get some better kind of equipment to cut it if you are planning on also getting beef lung. So the best way that I found to measure everything appropriately is to get a scale. So if you don't have one, you should definitely get one for your dog. Here I'm just mixing all of the veggies that we are going to be giving them for the span of 2 weeks, about 5 pounds to be exact. And I just put in some carrots, broccoli, all that good stuff. Here I'm just mixing the salmon oil along with the dog's bones that we had prepped. This is the spleen I was talking to you guys about earlier, and this is the beautiful chunks of lung that we cut up right after. Alright, so it's time to grind. Well, the lung, I do have to say, was very, very easy to process through this grinder, and the organ meat was even easier because it has a much softer texture. Personally, I had a lot of fun during this whole process. I thought it was really cool to pass everything through the grinder and mix everything perfectly. I just had a lot of fun. So on the next day, I had frozen everything in gallon-sized Ziploc bags for each dog, and I labeled it with each of their names and the date so I know when everything was prepped. So if you have dogs that eat really, really fast, giving their food to them a little bit frozen is totally fine. That's what I'm doing with Peach because she is a savage when it comes to eating. Great. That's great, Dante. Later that day, we had a little, I guess, dog party. Or, you know, Lyra came to visit and we gave everybody these small doggy ice creams. Dante was cracking me up here because he kept trying to do through and I wasn't asking him for that, but he was just so desperately excited to get ice cream that he was trying to do all the tricks that he knew. This is my girl after a day of playing, having ice cream, having her tummy full. Look at her little paw. So cute and adorable. Oh my god, let me let you sleep. And Dante, he is taking a nap in this room. Right here. My sweetheart. Oh, so tired. So tired and warm. Yeah. So tired. Oh my gosh. We're doing some renovations in our bedroom, so we kind of made a little makeshift bedroom here just in the meantime. But yeah, he's so cute. Oh my god, completely pooped. Completely pooped. I just wanted to go over a couple of things that I tweaked for Dante and Peach's diet this time. Usually, as you guys know, I chop everything up and put them in containers, but what I've been seeing is that the containers wear very rapidly over time from being frozen and then thawed out and then frozen and thawed out again. So what I decided to do is just put everything and store it in a Ziploc bag this time, just to see how that works out. And I also decided to grind everything up as opposed to chopping things in smaller bite-sized pieces because it does save on some storage space. So that's something that I tweaked this time. I also changed the place where I source their meat. So I found a butcher in the area that does provide all of the things that they would need, like, you know, their organ meat and the muscle meat. And I just decided that it would be much easier for me to source everything from one spot than to buy things from separate areas and have to like coordinate when things are gonna get delivered or not. Because before what I was doing, I was sourcing some things from like the supermarket and then ordering other things that I couldn't really find. Feeding your dog raw in comparison to dry food is more work at the end of the day. So wherever you can, you know, maybe cut time, because prep does take a while, whatever makes things more convenient for you, I would recommend to test things out and try them. Something that I am going to do in the future is not grind the veggies along with the meat, because the veggies have a much harder texture that makes it take longer to go through a grinder as opposed to meat. It sounds kind of obvious now that I'm saying it out loud, but I just thought that it was gonna be simpler to just put everything in there raw. So what I'm gonna do for next time is I'll probably either blanch the fruits and the veggies, or I'll like try to make a puree out of them, something of that nature, so that it's easier to prep. And I'll probably plan ahead and do that section a little bit beforehand so that it's not all, you know, in one day. I just think it'll be easier for us. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it and sharing it with you. You guys know I'm always trying to try different things when it comes to, you know, my dogs. I always try to do the best that I can and try to keep an open mind about things. And when I do change something, I always come and I tell you guys about it. Don't forget to check out our merch. Our merch, it was made with so much love and care that I'd really appreciate if you guys do go ahead and check it out. We have little stickers of Dante and Peach. We have shirts and hoodies. We have kid sizes now too. I know some of you guys were requesting that. So if you guys want to see that stuff, again, all of those links are in the description box below. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and see you guys until the next one. Bye.